Hello, I'm executive motivational speaker Anthony Giarrusso wearing, yes, an iconic yellow polo. So then you always remember, if you see somebody wearing a yellow polo walking down the street, it could be me, Anthony Giarrusso, or it could be somebody else wearing a yellow polo. Today's video, I'm going to be getting into the Principal Spiff program and donations. Okay, so when you add the Principal Spiff program plus the donation, that equals a charitable expense from myself. I'm the one spending money in a charitable way to the principal and to the school. Let's talk about worst case scenarios for a second. For the first time that I come to your school, so that would be from August 2019 until June 2020, okay, 2019/2020 year. Your worst case scenario for having me come speak to the students is that you, the principal, will make a spiff of $25. I can legally give anybody I want a spiff. There are no restrictions holding me back from doing so. And on top of that, I'm going to donate $100 to your school budget at the minimum. Okay? And that's if I only speak to one grade level. If you have me speak to the whole school for the first time, I'm going to donate $200 and you still get a $25 spiff. That's a pretty good worst case scenario. And if you don't like me after you have me speak to the students, guess what? Your worst case scenario is that you, the principal, have profited by $25 and your school budget has profited from the donation of $100, possibly $200. Why do I do this? Well, I realized when I was in security, I noticed that the sales representatives who were getting spiffs were building rapport with their bosses, and they were doing better at their job. Okay? And the ones giving out those spiffs helped boost motivation. And this is important as a motivational speaker. Now I'm giving spiffs to boost motivation. Isn't that interesting? And I remember when I was in sales, I used to sell cars. I worked for Toyota and I worked for Chevrolet. And they'd give spiffs. And when they gave me a spiff, I was more likely to sell a vehicle that particular day. Because spiff money motivates, right? So that's why I do the Principal Spiff program now. Before I didn't do this. And why didn't I do it before? Well, I just thought of it now. That's the only reason. So that's pretty cool. I just think it's really fascinating that I had to be in security to watch the other salespeople to figure this out. I just think that's really interesting. Now, if you have me a second time, right? Because you and I have made rapport with each other, I'm going to increase your spiff to a minimum of $50, and I'm going to increase the minimum donation to $300. Okay, so that would be for one grade level. So if you have me come twice and I only speak to one grade level, guess what? Your school is now profiting in donations from me by $400, and you yourself, the principal, am profiting by $75. That's pretty cool, right? You could take your family out to dinner. Or if you don't have a family, you could take yourself out to dinner like a couple times or buy lunches for a couple days of the week. Get a car wash, whatever, right? That's pretty cool. And if you have me speak to the whole school twice, for example, okay, I'm going to raise your spiff to $75. So $25 spiff at the beginning, either way. And then the whole school spiff is going to be $75. So now you've profited by $100 from me, Mr. or Mrs. Principal. And some are Miss or Ms., right? So now you've profited. And on top of that, my donation for the school also goes up. So the second time that you have me speak to the whole school, I'm going to donate $400. So the $200 plus the $400 between those two times, I have now donated $600 directly to your school. That's really cool. And it's very charitable of me to do that. Most motivational speakers don't give spiffs. And I noticed this. I'm like, I'm surprised. And I just thought, my background sells, right? It's perfectly legal for me to give out spiffs. Why not, right? And then this will help me build rapport directly with you, the principal. And when I donate money to the school, now I'm building rapport with myself and the school itself. So now it's a win-win for everyone, right? And if you have me a third time, you might say, Anthony, I think twice a year will be enough, and that's absolutely fine. But if you have me a third time, your minimum spiff will be $100. If you have me speak to one grade level, or your minimum spiff will be $125 if you have me speak to the whole school. And of course, the donations go up again. Same with the fourth time, right? So I think you're starting to get the picture. Now, once I get to like the fifth time, the sixth time, the seventh time, I'm not even sure if I'll even come to your school that many times, unless if you really want me to. If you want me to, I will. I have no objection to that. But realistically, are you going to really have me come once a month? Maybe you will. I would be very happy to build rapport with your school if you have me come once a month. Right? It'll be up to you. And some principals, and I know this, okay? I've been around enough people to understand. Some people really want me to talk to the whole school. They want me to give them the most effective experience. And I have met some principals that are like, Anthony, I just want you to come in for an hour, talk to, one grade level for about an hour, and, I really just want my spiff money. You might say, or might be thinking right now, Anthony, that doesn't sound like the principal that I know. Well, just because this isn't your principal doesn't mean there aren't principals like that out there, and there are principals out there like that. Okay? Is it okay for a principal who just wants me to speak so they can get their free spiff? Absolutely. Why? Because I'm still doing my job as a motivational speaker, and I'm still building rapport, whether I'm there for an hour or the whole day. It's a win-win for me and for the principal, no matter which way their thinking is. So thank you for watching, and buy yourself a yellow polo. Bye!